Hello everybody. So today on Emma's Snippets, I'm going to give you 5 tips, maybe a bonus one, on how to speak to strangers or how to network. And I think this will be particularly useful for you guys who are recently qualified, but a lot of us feel like it. You know, the world's opening back up. We've got to go to things. We've got to talk to people. And just for the sake of transparency and being authentic, I've got a list. So if you see me looking down, it's not that I don't know it, it's that I don't trust myself. 2 very different things. Do as I say, not as I do. So rule number 1, don't make assumptions. Now, you might have seen me write about this on my blog, and I gave a story about a woman who was scary AF at an airport, and I was sitting there on my own. I caught her eye and I said something nice to her, and she totally thought she was the nicest woman, and we like chatted for like 45 minutes or something silly till the gate come up. If I had stuck by my assumption that she was evil, scary woman, would never have happened. Actually, she was having a really shit time, and it made a difference to her day that I spoke to her. So when you see people at these things, don't assume, oh, they know everybody. Oh, they don't want to speak to me. Oh, I have nothing interesting to say. Oh, they know more than I do. Don't assume. You don't know. How do you know? Just go and talk to them. Rule number 2, gonna look down. That's it. Don't be needy. Needy is creepy. You're not out there to find your new BFF. You're not out there to find your new partner, husband, wife, or one of many significant others. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. That's not why you're there. You're there because you're curious. This person has caught your interest. You're interested in what they have to say. You know, it doesn't really matter what the end game here. It could be that they're going to be a client or something like that. It doesn't matter. At that point, you're not trying to land them to fill a gaping hole in your life. You are just chatting to them because you find them interesting and you're curious. So don't be needy. Needy is creepy. Number 3, be authentic. Be wholly yourself. Don't give fake compliments. Don't make up your own politics. Don't pretend that you've got the same interests as them. Don't bullshit. There's no point. First of all, they'll smell it from a mile off. And second of all, what if they don't, right? And this ends up becoming someone who's a really good friend. 6 months down the line, you let on that actually you can't bloody stand football. You hate it. You've always hated it. You know, you used to have to play it with your dad when you was a kid and he always used to kick you in the shins. They're going to hate you for lying to them. So just don't. Be authentic. And when you're authentically yourself, you will shine and you will sparkle, whether you mean to or not, and people find that endearing and people will want to talk to you. So if you're at a networking event and you don't know something, say you don't know it. It's not my strong point. Just say, oh God, I'm thick. You know, it's not my strong point. It's not something I've really been interested in. It's not the area I focus on. However you want to word it, but don't be fake. Be authentic. You know, non-authentic, again, comes across as a bit creepy. Number 4, yes, another good one. They're all good, to be fair. You don't need approval. Right? You're not there for them to go, you're right, you're amazing, everything you say stands out to me, you resonate with me so much. Thank goodness I came to this networking event and spoke to you by the coffee pot, because if I hadn't, where would my life be now? You don't need their approval. You know, remember, go back to the start. You are just curious. You are just making conversation. If it builds, amazing. But there's not loads of things lying on this. This is not the rest of your life. It's probably a couple of hours, and you're probably going to spend most of it sitting in front of a screen watching some really boring slides anyway. So there we go. And if they don't like you speaking to them, sod them. It's not your problem. If they're offended by someone coming over and saying hi, if you sit next to someone on the bus and catch their eye and go, you're right, and that offends them, it's them that's got the issue, not you. I mean, I'm not saying go and sit on their lap, you know, and tell them about how your Auntie Flo one time left you, you know, £600 and would they like to go for a steak with you. You know, don't be weird. But if you're talking to people and you're just chatting and they're put out by that, that's on them. That's not on you. You're not doing anything wrong. And the whole point of networking, if this is what we're talking about, is to network. You know, if they've got an issue with you coming up and talk to them, they're either incredibly shy, right, and they're hiding it, or they've got some sort of kind of superiority complex where they have to be seen with the right people. Either way, they're dicks. Don't worry about it, right? You just do you. If it doesn't work for them, shrug it off. And yeah, bone some cereal. Just do it. Yeah, just go and do it. Like anything, and all of my videos about comfort zone, like anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? Be the person in the club toilets that tells someone they've got a nice dress. If you mean it, don't be fake. You know, be the person that catches someone's eye and says, hello, how are you? We know from a mental health point of view, sometimes asking how someone is makes a massive difference, can possibly save a life. So just go do it, go and practice, and eventually you'll be that weirdo like me who talks to everyone at the bar and in the coffee shop and on the bus and on the train and at the network event. You'll get the hang of it. So yes, that is 5.5 minutes rant from me on 5 top tips plus a bonus on how to speak to strangers /network. Okay kids, see you later.